Hey guys, welcome back to Not Knock. Today I'm going to talk about the infinite hallway. See, you know that feeling when you pick up your phone, a laptop, or whatever it might be, digital things. For one thing, check your email, and then suddenly it's like 45 minutes later, and you have scrolled to 200 posts like endless scrolling, or else watched 3 videos like nothing. Felt empty, and you still haven't checked your email. See, for every individual this situation would have happened, right? I assume. So it's not an accident, that's not your fault, that's design. Our younger generations are pumping the code and figure it out how to make much more addictive. So this is what our younger generations quite doing in background, but we can't see them. So it's not an accident, it's not a fault, just it's a design which was designed by the developers. So welcome back to Knock Knock. Today we are talking about how the hedonic treadmill moved into your pocket, into your house, into your offices, everywhere. So remember the hedonic treadmill from last time, the thing where you chase happiness, get it, and then immediately you want more. Your phone is literally built on the principle. It's always running the same principle for every second, every minute you take. So Instagram engineers don't want you satisfied. If you are satisfied, you would put up the phone down and you just carry your own work. But they don't want to do that. They want you to make you more addictive. So they designed a system that gives you just enough to keep you coming back and back and back and back, but never enough to make you leave. So this is one of the most hottest challenge that our younger generations are quite quarreling with a lot of time. See, one post, one video, one like, one comment will again hook you down to the same app. See, the algorithm studies you first thing, the algorithm studies you and it knows which psyche you are and if you the retention times it takes and feed into the algorithm again feeds the same thing for your smartphone, so which makes you uh, see, I have seen. I just have to tell you only one thing. In 2018, I think I had Instagram at that time, and 2019, I just deleted the Instagram. That is eating my valuable time on. For every like, for every comment, for every views, my minds get bombarded with dopamine hits, and I just go and check repeatedly that how many likes did I get, how many comments did I get, like continuously I have been bombarded with the same dopamine again and again, the cheap dopamine. So I decided to delete my Instagram account. So the algorithm is very clever and it studies you and it knows which contents make you angry and which makes you jealous as well as which makes you feel inadequate, and it feeds you that exact cocktail because engagement is the product. And also there is a famous quote, if you are not paying for the product, then you are the product. So you are never the user for them, you are the product for them. So you are the product being sold to advertisers. And the crazy part, your brain doesn't know the difference between real reward and designed reward. When you see a notification, your dopamine spikes. Not because something actually happened, but because your brain expects something good might happen. It's the same chemical our ancestors felt when hunting actually related to food. See, in ancestral times, we may not get food at very particular instance, right? We don't have any restaurants, we don't have any supermarkets, we don't have any malls and all. But in today's generation, it's quite opposite. If we step out of from the house, you may have n number of options. There is a bar, there is a restaurant, there is anything like n number of addictive things that you can get the cheap dopamine from that. So while in ancestor time, it's quite different. You have to go, you have to get up, you have to go, you have to hunt. You may wait whole day, or you may get or you may not get the food. To the night, you have to sleep hungry. After next day, you may get. That spike is actually very real good dopamine, and it feeds your mind and trains your body, and you will be having even greater immune functionalities in your body. So there is another notification, like another scroll, another dopamine hit that never lands. This is what in Instagram and other social media applications happens. And if you are not aware, you might have been skipped this video so far. I don't think so, because your attention is very low and you need very instant dopamines. You may not even listen this podcast or this video maybe. It's like actually this 6 minutes you may not have stayed this so far if you're a junkie to the social instant feeds. So here is the existential problem. You feel like you are choosing to scroll, and you feel like you are free to put the phone down anytime, but are you not free? See, Sartre said we are condemned to be free. That freedom is burden we try to escape. And what better escape than a device designed by hundreds of engineers whose job is to make that escape as easy as possible? So you are not controlling the treadmill is controlling you. And the worst part is that you are paying for the privilege. The hedonic treadmill used to require you to go to the store, spend money, bring something home. No, it's infinite. It's free. It's in your pocket. And because there is no friction, because there is no real cost, your brain never gets the signal to stop. You end up in the weird place where you're chasing fulfillment through material things and digital validation simultaneously, like buying a new phone, buying a new laptop, buying a good audio system, and buying and chasing one and another, and you end up with the same baseline dopamine. So you have to stop that process in your mind. You have to be aware of what you are doing, but not controlled by the things that affecting you. See, the moment you get it, the algorithm has already shown you the next thing you need to want. So you are not scrolling because you want something. You are just scrolling because the system convinced you to that feeling, that wanting itself is living, right? So here's the thing. Now here's where it gets uncomfortable for a lot of people. See, it's easy to blame the algorithm, right? Blaming Meta or blaming other social media apps like TikTok, or there are so many addictive apps, but I don't name them. I barely remember those names as well. So, but you know the phone is designed to trap you, and you use it anyway. You know that Instagram makes you feel worse about yourself, and you open it anyway. You know the endless scrolling is the opposite of meaning, and you are doing it right now probably while watching this video. That's not stupidity. That's the human condition. In 2026, we are all caught. The difference is whether you are caught consciously or whether you are pretending the case to does not exist. So the existentialists have a word for the bad faith, pretending you have no choice when you do. So what do you do now, right now? So you cannot unplug completely. The world runs on these systems, by the way. Everything was interlinked to get an OTPs, to get in mails, to get in chats, to get in documentation, to get maps, to listen music, to capture moments, to store the videos into drive. Everything has been encapsulated in one device, one gigantic device, which is more dangerous. And these devices are weaponized, and there is no real wars like World War I, World War II. So these social medias are one kind of wars happening right now. and people are not aware of what actually it's damaging and how children and families are getting affected, and it's quite very dangerous than actual wars which was happened early. It is very dangerous than nuclear weapons, but people are not aware. So even though if you are holding your device and deleting the apps, it may not solve it. So deleting the apps and doesn't serve you. You use your phone with the intention, not impulsion. So every time you pick up, ask, am I choosing this or am I running an autopilot? For every time you just click the app, just to read this text one more time. Am I choosing this or am I running on autopilot? This one sentence can make you to take the decision next. So, and here's another harder one thing. So stop chasing the next thing, not because you will find perfect content you want, but because chasing is the point. The system wants you running. The moment you stop running, the moment you sit with what you have, you become invisible to the algorithm. So authenticity is not about finding yourself. It's like about refusing to let someone else define what you should want. So stop knocking on doors for digital validation and cheap dopamine addictions. The door was never real anyway. If you are ready to notice a treadmill instead of just running on it, subscribe to Not Knock. And thanks for scrolling with intention today. Let's see what happens when we stop. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a great day.